So the new mods for the Torch Red Cobra start out with a set of chrome Terminator wheels. Now I only got two. These were from someone else's Terminator who was selling them, but look how perfect these are. No curb rash at all. Very nice wheels. They came off a Sonic Blue Terminator, and I really wanted these for my Torch Red. Now these have no center caps with them, so they came with the center caps that his aftermarket extra wide wheels came with, and that's why he was selling just two. So I thought I'd at least start with getting two of those because I really wanted those for the Red Cobra. And these are OEM Ford wheels as well, just to make that clear. And I'll probably look for some wider ones in the rear or maybe another set of two in the back. So I decided to continue to come on out here and clean out the battery tray before I have it ready to go into the Red Cobra. And if you remember, this is the battery tray that's been modified for the Optima battery. And so I let it soak for a while and took a toothbrush and got in all the cracks, especially where you can see the Ford part number. I really enjoyed cleaning that out. So this is what I've been doing, just for getting prepped ready for the next project for the car. And I decided to buy a lot of parts for this Cobra and get them all here so that when I'm ready to start cranking on it, I have everything I need. And of course there's probably going to be something that you leave out, but here's all the parts I got so far. I may have shown you these before, but these are the ball joint hex drivers. These are extended reach ones for the VMP supercharger, so that will fit. And you may have seen I already got the diff cover, the Ford Racing one, but I went with Danny Johnson and picked up some longer bolts. The stock bolts are these that come with the diff cover, but they're actually pretty short compared to these longer ones that are the right pitch and thread and everything. And those will go deeper than those factory aftermarket ones. It's hard to tell here, but the black ones are longer, and that's what Danny Johnson suggested, so I went ahead and did it. So next up is a set of brand new spark plugs for the dyno, and these are the NGK TR6, and they're very popular, part number 4177. Everybody has those. They're a step colder, and I bought this really cool gapping tool. So you thread the spark plug up into there, and then you twist this part down slowly, and that will compress the ground strap to the right gap that's recommended. And I got a set of these lower intake manifold gaskets, so these go from the supercharger lower to the heads of the car. Ford OEM part. I wanted to have these on hand. They say you can reuse them when you install the supercharger, but I wanted to get some new ones in case I needed them. I also picked up a couple of cores of Royal Purple and some friction modifier for the rear end because I will be putting that diff cover on and changing the fluid. And speaking of fluids, brand new 5W30 Mobil 1 full synthetic and the Ford Motorcraft filter. Everybody asks me what oil I use, and this is what I use, and I've been using it for 10 years or more. And this is the fuel system. So this is the 4-return fuel system. It's a level 1, and it comes with a really nice hat, and it has the fuel regulator for the return system. And this is not going to have aftermarket rails. I tried to talk with them a lot. I wanted the rails, but they said it's not necessary for my power level, and I am not going E85. And I'll be talking about that later. But anyway, these are all the new parts that I got for the Cobra. I also have the alternator coming in. It was a very expensive $680 something Nations alternator with the external regulator, and that's going to make sure that my fuel pumps are always powered and that I don't have any chance leaning out because of alternator issues, which the Terminators are known for. And I also have the ITSX Bluetooth programmer. So instead of a handheld programmer, this plugs into the Bluetooth, and you can easily download tunes from your email onto it and data log and do all sorts of neat things. And so I'm going to be using this with my Terminator, and I contacted my tuner in Las Vegas, and he already wrote me a tune for a startup, a bass tune for the car, and that's pretty costly as well, but I want to make sure that before I start taking parts off and doing everything that I have a tune for the car and that I can start it, because I don't want to get everything all torn apart and then find out that I can't get a tune on the car. I want to be able to start it up when I'm ready. So that was also another expense and another modification. And something else that I found on eBay that I didn't want to go without was this 10th anniversary keychain. And what I like about this is it's using a real 10th anniversary badge, and those go for about 50 bucks for a new one, maybe 100 bucks if you can find them on eBay. And the person sells the keychains like this where they've drilled a little hole into it, but it is a real 10th anniversary badge, and I thought that would be really cool to have, so I picked that up too. And it only set me back about 20 bucks, and it's obviously used, but hey, for the price of what the badges go for, I thought that was a good deal. And there's still more things that I'm doing, but I'll be making these videos of what I'm doing to the car in the order that I'm doing them. Like I'm going to be taking off the exhaust and doing the full tilt boogie stuff so that I can put my new exhaust on when that's all finished, and with the new diff cover and everything, and then I'll go to the fuel system and the new alternator and the supercharger install. So there's a lot coming up here, so stay tuned for more of these videos.